And now, Raw and Smackdown Live presents WWE Money in the Bank.
Tonight, opportunities arise. You are looking live at a sold-out crowd in Houston. Welcome to Money in the Bank. And how about we start the show with a little swag? Hello everybody and welcome to the much anticipated WWE Money in the Bank event. I am Kurt Rodriguez. This is our next universe mode and we are live from a sold out Toyota Center in Houston. The Street Profits are kicking us off, and what a story the Street Profits have had. The Profits arrived on Monday Night Raw on the episode after WrestleMania. And ever since then, they have been on fire, completely dominating the Monday Night Raw Tag Team division. Of course, that caught the attention of Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. The current Raw Tag Team Champions are not fans of the Street Profits, but so it seems that the Street Profits have set their sights on the Raw Tag Team Championships. It was a couple of weeks ago on Monday Night Raw when the Street Profits actually won a #1 contenders match. And that's what brought him to the dance tonight. Tonight, in what could be their biggest match of their young career, the Street Profits are looking to win their first main roster tag team titles. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn have had quite the year on Monday nights. They have been dominating the tag team division since February when they won those tag team titles from the Revival. They had a staple moment at WrestleMania going one-on-one against The Undertaker and Kane in a losing effort. But you can't deny that at the moment there's no one more powerful in the Raw tag team division than Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Tonight they're putting it all on the line. So Raw Tag Team Champions are up for grabs. Like I said, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn won those Tag Team Championships back in February at the Raw exclusive Fastlane event. Final stop before WrestleMania. There's the bell. Here we go. Raw Tag Team Championships on the line. I talked to Kevin Owens earlier today. He said he would be damned if he was going to let Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins take those Tag Team Championships on their first stride. And I looked at Kevin and I said, didn't you guys win those Tag Team Championships on your first stride? And then he cursed me out and left the building. It's Kevin Owens in the ring with Angelo Dawkins, and Dawkins! Good grief, what a spear, shoulders down, hook of the leg for the Raw Tag Team Championships and a kick out. Dawkins is all power. Of course, the Street Profits, they come to us from NXT, where they have won the NXT Tag Team Championships on past occasions. Big difference between NXT and the main roster of WWE. It's a bit of a reset for Dawkins and Ford. Nice reversal here by Dawkins, who has remained in control of Kevin Owens so far. Tag is made. Here comes Montez. And now Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins, they have been tagging for quite some time down in NXT, but The experience factor could fall on Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Look at this. Montez with a powerbomb. Down goes Zayn off the apron. Montez realized that Kevin Owens was looking for a tag. He was not going to allow that to happen. Cover on Owens here. Hook of the leg for the Raw Tag Team Championships and a kick out. This is our first of 5 title matches tonight here at the Money in the Bank event. Owens just doing his best to try and get back in this match, but Tess is all over him. Tess for another cover, hooks the leg, and a kick out by Owens. Owens avoiding whatever Tess had in store there. And now, Montez forward in the wrong zip code. Tag is made, here comes Sami Zayn. Zayn now, sending Tess into the ropes! And now it's Montez, the one that's in trouble. Sami Zayn completely dominating. One half of the Street Profits. Zayn now, carrying Montez on top of his shoulders, drops him down on the top rope. Zayn going for repeated kicks. To the back of Tess. No, man! Slamming Tess on the mat. Sami Zayn just having his way, and here's Ford finally getting some offense on Zayn. Tag is made. Here comes Angelo Dawkins. What is happening here? Look at this. Montez goading Sami Zayn into the ropes. Look at Dawkins. Dawkins plants down Zayn. Good grief. Innovative tag team maneuvers by the Street Profits, but Kevin Owens gets involved there. And Montez was looking to stop Owens, but Sami Zayn puts a stop to Montez. Meanwhile, Dawkins looking for revenge against Kevin Owens with a suplex, but Sami Zayn takes advantage of the distraction. Zayn bouncing off the corner. Clothesline there by Sami Zayn. Down goes Angelo. It's been all Sami Zayn in this part of the matchup ever since Owens tagged him in. He's looked well. May have jinxed that right there. Zayn now sent into the corner. Nice reversal here by Zayn. Forearm to the face of Sami. Sami now into the corner, just back and forth between Angelo Dawkins and Sami Zayn. Drop kick by Sami. Angelo is in a bad position here. He needs to tag out. Sami Zayn just continuing to apply punishment to Angelo Dawkins. Here's Dawkins putting the stop to it, applying the knee to Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn. Wrong zip code again. Dawkins plants him down in the corner. Big shot there, may have knocked out Sami Zayn. Plants him back down. Suplex on Owens. Tag is made. The Street Profits could be well on their way to win the Tag Team Championships. Montez plants down Sami, shoulders down, hook of the leg for the Raw Tag titles. Got him, got him, got him. We have new Tag Team Champions.
Here are your winners and new Raw Tag Team, and Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford, the Street Profits.
Big celebration. We have new Raw Tag Team Champions, and they bring the swag like nobody can. Congratulations to the Street Profits. And it is time for the Women's Money in the Bank ladder match.
The following contest is an 8-woman ladder match. Making his way to the ring from Columbus, Ohio, Alexa Bliss.
Alexa Bliss, Little Miss Bliss, is looking for a pathway to a world championship, and she might get it to the Money in the Bank ladder match. Let's go through the rules once again. There will be 8 women, 4 from Raw, 4 from Smackdown. The first one to retrieve the briefcase will win inside the briefcase a contract that guarantees a women's championship match anytime, any place for the next 12 months. And here comes the Phenom, Ember Moon.
And from Dallas, Texas, Ember Moon.
Ember Moon coming into her home state of Texas with one goal in mind, and that is to walk out Mrs. Money in the Bank. It's time to put up or shut up. And Houston is ready to feel the glow.
And from Orlando, Florida, Naomi.
The former SmackDown Women's Champion Naomi is bringing the glow into the Money in the Bank ladder match, but at the same time, she's focused on walking out of here with a neon bright briefcase. We're sold out tonight here in Houston. And here comes one of the most dangerous competitors in this Money in the Bank ladder match, the Empress of Tomorrow, Asuka.
And from Osaka, Japan,
Asuka is the former SmackDown Women's Champion. She lost that championship recently at WrestleMania against Becky Lynch, and ever since then, Asuka has been looking for a way back into the title picture. The Money in the Bank briefcase would be the obvious choice. Tonight, the future, as her song says, could be Asuka.
and from Boston, Massachusetts, Sasha Banks.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is boss time. Last year, Sasha Banks won the Money in the Bank ladder match. She ended up cashing in the briefcase against her former best friend Bayley at last year's Survivor Series event. Could we see a repeat? Is Sasha Banks on the verge of tying Carmella for most wins in Money in the Bank? The legit boss sure thinks she is.
Alberta, Canada,
Natalya has been on every single Money in the Bank ladder match there has been, dating all the way back to 2017. But she's yet to win one. Could her luck change tonight? And here comes Bayley.
And from San Jose, California, Bayley.
The Hugger has been looking to make an impact on her new brand Smackdown Live, and she thinks that winning the Money in the Bank ladder match would be the perfect way to start a new journey on Smackdown. Of course, tonight we may see the revival of an old rivalry between Bayley and former tag team partner Sasha Banks. Remember earlier I told you about how Sasha Banks cashed in her Money in the Bank briefcase on Bayley last year. Bayley, of course, has been through that terrible experience of having the Money in the Bank briefcase cashed in on her. She would love to return the favor to someone else. And here comes the Pirate Princess.
And their opponent, from Yamaguchi, Japan, Zayn.
Well, we talked about how Bayley is beginning a new journey on SmackDown Live and would love to start that journey with the Money in the Bank briefcase. Something similar can be said for Zayn. The Pirate Princess was drafted over to SmackDown Live as part of the 2019 WWE Draft. She's been racking up wins, including a huge win against Shayna Baszler, to earn her spot in this Money in the Bank ladder match. Of course, a big way to cap it all off would be the briefcase. And there's the bell. Here we go. Money in the Bank ladder match is underway. Well, there's action everywhere. I'm going to try to cover as much as possible, ladies and gentlemen. We got Asuka with Ember Moon on the outside of the ring in front of the Spanish announce table. We got Sasha Banks duking it out with Alexa Bliss. Bayley going after Zayn, and there it is, the renewal of the rivalry between Bayley and Sasha Banks, but Natalya gets involved there. Meanwhile, the outside, Asuka being really, really rough with Ember Moon. Moon sent straight into the steel steps. First here by Sasha. Sasha now planting Zayn down. Alexa Bliss then over the third rope. Naomi brings down Sasha and it's Asuka, the first one to bring a ladder in the ring. The Empress of Tomorrow doing anything and everything to unhook that briefcase. Meanwhile, Asuka takes down Ember Moon and the ladder in the process. She has to reset. Alexa Bliss taking that ladder off the hands of Asuka. She knocks down Asuka. Asuka rolls out of the ring very smart. Meanwhile, Natalya going after Bayley. Oh, and Alexa Bliss wipes them both out. Asuka with a German suplex wipes out Alexa Bliss. The ladder up for grabs again. It's all about unhooking that briefcase, hanging above the ring inside of it. An opportunity to challenge for the Women's Championship anytime, any place for over the next 12 months. Ember Moon deposited to the outside of the ring with her right hand by Alexa Bliss. Meanwhile, it's Bayley and Natalya in the corner and Naomi. Sasha and Kairi Sane on the outside, and it's Asuka on top of the ladder, looking to unhook the briefcase. That ladder quickly pushed out of the way by Bayley, and now Asuka is hanging for dear life from the briefcase. Who's gonna get Asuka out of there? Asuka hanging onto the briefcase, and Naomi is the one that gets her off. Oh, and we've got more ladders coming your way. There it is. Asuka pulling that ladder out of the ring. Meanwhile, in the ring, Kairi Sane sent into the corner. Bayley working Naomi. Alexa Bliss on the outside with Sasha Banks and Natalya on the outside as well. Ember Moon, Alexa, Sasha on the outside. Naomi and Bayley in the corner. It's everywhere. The action is all over the place here in the Money in the Bank ladder match. And Sasha was looking to throw herself to the outside, but Natalya, playing mind games, returns to the ring. Sasha crashes and burns to the outside. Bayley and Sasha going at it again. Bayley sending Sasha into the corner. Sasha in trouble. Bayley suplexing Sasha into the corner. Asuka going after Kairi Sane. Bayley continuing to go after Sasha, going for the Bayley to Bayley. Bayley to Bayley connects. Sasha Banks has a retort. And it's Asuka once again going to unhook that briefcase. And this is where the going gets rough. Asuka needs to unhook that briefcase, but Sasha Banks is staying on top of it. And Natalya gets the ladder out of the way, leaving Asuka once again prone to be implanted on the ring. And Naomi getting Bayley out of the ring. Kairi Sane getting Alexa Bliss back in the ring. Got Sasha Banks going after Natalya, and this is a vintage Sasha right here. These competitors are in the top position. You don't want to go for the briefcase, because then you're putting yourself in a vulnerable position. You want to make sure. Oh, what an eclipse! A beautiful eclipse off the top rope by Ember Moon onto Naomi. As I was saying, you don't want to put yourself in a vulnerable position by climbing the ladder. We've seen it with Asuka. She's the only one who's been trying to climb the ladder and unhook the briefcase, and she's received a lot of punishment for it. You want to make sure that your opponents are all out of the way, that your opponents are hurt, and that's what these ladies are doing. They're going to war with each other so that the field could be clear and someone can unhook the briefcase. Look at this. Asuka is up there trying to unhook the briefcase, and now it's Ember Moon pushing the ladder up, and of course Asuka falling off. The action all over the place. Alexa Bliss, Bayley on the outside, Natalya, Ember Moon on the outside as well. Sasha Banks setting up the ladder to try and go up, but there's Kairi Sane stopping Sasha Banks, and Kairi Sane is high up there looking to unhook the briefcase. Is Kairi Sane about to become Mrs. Money in the Bank? Or if Naomi has something to say about it. Naomi is the one putting the stop to it. Naomi looking to stop Kairi Sane. And look at this, Sasha Banks and Naomi. Kairi Sane falls off, and now it's Naomi trying to unhook the briefcase. And there's Asuka up there with Naomi, trying to stop Naomi from unhooking the briefcase. Asuka pushes off Naomi, but now somebody trying to push Asuka off the ladder. I believe it was Ember Moon. Asuka wisely gets off the ladder just to get back up again. Asuka doing her best to unhook that briefcase. She's putting up a fight. Is Asuka gonna be able to unhook it? But the ladder once again is off, and Asuka falls once again back down to the canvas. The amount of punishment that these ladies are putting themselves through just to walk out with that briefcase. Just to walk out of here as Mrs. Money in the Bank. Think about the effect that that briefcase can have on your career. You can cash it in anytime, any place for the next 12 months against a pro women's champion. In case of the women's championship, every cash-in has been successful. When you mix in the results between the man and the woman, there's an 80% chance that if you walk out with the briefcase and cash it in, you will become world champion. Those odds are in complete favor of the person that holds the briefcase. Oh, man. It's going for a moonsault to the outside. I believe that was Kairi Sane. She crashed and burned, and it's Sasha Banks alone in the ring. Sasha is alone in the ring. She's looking to climb. She's got that briefcase. And there's Asuka putting a stop to it. And now the ladder being pushed off. And Sasha falls. Asuka now using that ladder as a weapon. Alexa Bliss taking it to Asuka in the ring. Meanwhile, it's Natalya and Naomi duking it out on the outside. Naomi with a suplex on the steel part. It's Kairi Sane on top of the ladder looking to unhook the briefcase. Alexa Bliss going for the strategy of pushing Zayn off the ladder. Is it gonna work? Yes, it does. The ladder is off. And now, it's Kairi Sane, the one that's hanging on for dear life. There's, like I said, action on every corner, all the way through ringside. There are bodies everywhere. I see Bayley knocked out, Asuka knocked out, Kairi Sane knocked out, and there's still a lot of people going around ringside trying to set up a ladder. Sasha Banks and Naomi are the ones in the ring. They have the more advantage in a situation like this. And now no ladder in the ring as Naomi gets sent over the third rope. And Sasha Banks turns her attentions to Natalya. And this is into Sasha again. She puts away Natalya. And now it's Asuka back in the ring. Bayley trying to get a ladder back in the ring as well. Bayley gets knocked out with that ladder. Asuka sets up that ladder middle of the ring. Natalya knocked out on the outside. Alexa Bliss going after Asuka. Naomi and Sasha Banks on the outside duking it out. Asuka looking to climb, but she's exhausted. Kairi Sane is the one that puts a stop to it. Alexa Bliss going after Asuka as well. Ember Moon and Bayley trading shots. Naomi and Sasha Banks still going at it, and meanwhile, Kairi Sane on top of the ladder once again, staying on top of the situation. Oh man, Naomi just viciously attacking with that ladder. Like I said, bodies everywhere. Asuka just put away Sasha Banks on the outside. Kairi Sane is the one with the ladder though, and she wipes out Asuka. Kairi Sane with a clear open window to the Money in the Bank briefcase. She's high up there. Nobody's gonna be able to stop her right now except for Asuka. Asuka is high up there with Kairi Sane, and Natalya is looking to stop Asuka. I don't understand the logic behind Natalya. You don't want that many people so close to the briefcase. And Asuka was doing a great job at stopping Kairi Sane. Meanwhile, Kairi is back trying to unhook the briefcase. It's Natalya the one going up. And Natalya hooks Kairi Sane in. Kairi Sane goes for a ride. Double superplex. Natalya superplexing Kairi Sane on the top of the ladder. Naomi getting superplexed by Ember Moon inside the ring. God darn. Hell of a moment right there. And it's Ember Moon. So close to the briefcase, but Natalya trying to put a stop to it. Ember looking to unhook the briefcase. And Kairi Sane and Natalya push her off. Eighth woman, one dream, and that is to be Mrs. Money in the Bank. All of their hopes and dreams are in that briefcase right now. It is almost a guaranteed that one of these ladies is going to be women's champion because of that briefcase. Side rush leg sweep by Asuka wipes out Bayley. Suplex by Alexa Bliss to Sasha Banks. And it's Asuka once again headed to the top of the ladder, doing her best to grab that briefcase. Briefcase in hand. Asuka. Powerbomb by Natalya. And Asuka's off the game. Natalya using that ladder as a weapon, but Sasha putting a stop to it. Big shot by Sasha. Bayley's out. And everybody's on the outside of the ring, except for Alexa Bliss and Kairi Sane. The door is wide open for Kairi Sane. Look at everybody. Everybody else is knocked out. Everybody else has been knocked out. And now it's Alexa Bliss. Alexa Bliss, door wide open. Door wide open for Alexa. She's so close to becoming Mrs. Money in the Bank. Asuka is right up there, not missing a bit, pushing Alexa off the ladder. But here's Natalya trying to stop Asuka from unhooking that briefcase. Meanwhile, it's Naomi trying to push Asuka off the ladder. The ladder is off, and now it's time to reset. We got Sasha Banks on the outside, Ember Moon on the outside. Natalya and Naomi going at it. Discus clothesline by Natalya. Down goes Naomi. Big right hand there by Natalya. Knocks out Asuka. Ladder's up for grabs again. Natalya setting up that ladder. We got Naomi knocked out. And it's Bayley on top of the ladder with Natalya. Bayley may be about to go for a ride as well. Superplex off the top of the ladder. Down goes Bayley. There's no one around. This could be Sasha's opening. If I were Sasha, I would climb. But Sasha is seeing movement around. She wants to make sure no one's around to stop her. Ladder in the center of the ring. Alexa Bliss may have a clear path, and she sees it. Alexa Bliss is going up. Alexa top of the ladder. She gets pushed off. Back to square one for most of these girls. There's a ladder up for grabs. There's a contract hanging above the ring with the opportunity of a lifetime. Asuka retrieving that ladder from the hands of Sasha. Back and forth we go. Sasha just wipes out Asuka. Big shot there. Nobody else is in the ring. Everybody's fighting on the outside. It's down to Asuka and Sasha Banks. Sasha Banks just got knocked out by a spinning heel kick by Asuka. Asuka heads to the top of the ladder. Briefcase in hand. Sasha is out and Asuka is Mrs. Money in the Bank. What an incredible performance by everybody involved in this match. When push came to shove, it was Asuka the one that hung on. We saw everything all over ringside, including this beautiful stunner there by Ember Moon. And then the double knees to the chest by Alexa Bliss. We saw everything, but this is the result.
Here is your winner, Asuka.
The Empress of Tomorrow is Mrs. Money in the Bank. And we are back live. It's time for the Raw Women's Championship to be defended.
Introducing the challenger from San Diego, California, Nia Jax.
Nia Jax is looking to make a statement by winning her third Raw Women's Championship, but here's the deal. Now we've got Asuka with the Money in the Bank briefcase hanging around backstage. She may want to pay close attention to this match. There's a looming threat for both of these ladies.
Introducing the champion from the Queen City, the Raw Women's Champion, Charlotte Flair.
It was at WrestleMania when Charlotte Flair did the unthinkable and defeated Rowdy Ronda Rousey for the Raw Women's Championship. It's been a rocky few months for Charlotte Flair. You know, Monday Night Raw did not have an official pay-per-view after WrestleMania. Therefore, Charlotte Flair has been coasting. She has not been defending that championship lately. This would be her first defense. Well, Charlotte Flair, it's time to put up or shut up. It's time to put her money where her mouth is. A champion has got to be a defending champion, and she has one heck of a challenge tonight in Nia Jax, and also, of course, the looming threat of Mrs. Money in the Bank, Asuka. And there you see it, the Raw Women's Championship on the line. There's the bell. Here we go. Raw Women's title up for grabs. Nia Jax and Charlotte Flair. Collar on elbow tie up. These two at a stalemate in the ropes. The referee has to pull apart. Collar on elbow again. We're at a stalemate one more. Referee once again. And Nia Jax taking matters into her own hands. Jax dropping the knee to the back of Charlotte Flair. Flair rolls out of the ring. Uses the ropes for advantage, but Nia Jax catches up to her, sending Flair into the corner. Flair moves out of the way. Nia bounces off. Flair looking to capitalize, but Nia pushes her off with her strength. Sidewalk slam by Nia, and it's been all Nia Jax in the early goings of this match. Elbow to the face by Flair, but once again, the power of Nia Jax just coming through in these matches. Flair blocking the shot by Jax. And now Flair with some forearms of her own. Flair looking to capitalize here, sending Jax over the third rope into the apron. Flair looking to build some momentum here off the second rope. Neckbreaker. Nice reversal here by Nia Jax, just stomping all over Charlotte. Flair, jawbreaker by Flair. Flair takes down Jax for the headlock, just applying pressure to the head of Nia Jax, perhaps trying to get the irresistible force to tap out. Here's Jax. Jax picking up Flair. Flair with the reversal. Plants down Jax. Flair headed to the top rope. Jax in trouble. Moonsault by Charlotte Flair. Jax could be in trouble here. Hooks the inside leg. Raw Women's Championship. It's on the line. Could it be a kick out? And into the corner, elbows to the face of Nia Jax. Relentless, Charlotte Flair. Forearm to the face. Over the third rope. To the outside. And Flair following the action to the outside. Flair sending Jax into the turnbuckle post. Now into the barricade. Flair hooks her in. Oh, going for a neck breaker there, but Nia Jax fights out of it. Jax now hooking Flair in. Sidewalk slam on the outside of the ring. That has got to hurt. And now Nia Jax has to be careful with the referee's count. She needs to get this match back in the ring. The count is up to 7. Nia Jax will not win the Women's Championship if she lets this match go to count out. Now she's daring Flair to get back in the ring. Flair returns to the ring before the count is done. Jax in the ring. Flair using the ropes for advantage, stomping on the chest of Nia Jax. Jax in trouble as Flair continues on the offensive. Here's Jax fighting back. Down goes Flair. Big leg drop by Nia Jax. And now the one in trouble is Charlotte Flair. Nia Jax maybe closing in on the Raw Women's Championship here, but Flair with the forearm to the face of Jax. Jax putting a stop to Flair's momentum here. Going after the knees of Flair. Nice reversal here. Uppercut. Jax into the corner, but Jax just once again staying one step ahead of Charlotte Flair. Flair just needs to reset. Forearm to the face again. Clothesline. Down goes Flair. Flair rolls out of the ring. Very wise thing to do, seeing as she's the champion. She has champion's advantage on her side. Nia has to go look for her on the outside. Nia targeting the ribs of Flair now. Reversal by Flair. Back and forth we go. Flair has Nia Jax on the outside of the ring, and this could be it. Natural selection. The natural selection on the outside of the ring may spell disaster for Nia Jax here at Money in the Bank. Jax back in the ring, hook of the leg off of the natural selection on the outside of the ring for the Raw Women's Championship. Jax kicks out at 2. Jax moves out of the way of the knee, and she was looking to run down Flair, but Flair puts a stop to the momentum. Still, Jax carrying Flair on top of her shoulders. Oh, man. Jax with complete power, but Flair kicks out. Look at Jax just throwing Flair around the ring like a little ragdoll. Jax carrying Flair on top of her shoulders, plants her back down to the canvas again. This time she doesn't follow it up with a cover. Jax steps up Flair in the ring. Body slam, Nia Jax. This is it, this one's over. Big leg drop by Nia Jax. Jax needs to cover, she does. Hook of the leg, is it enough to win the championship, and Flair kicks out. Flair slowly moving back to her feet. Vertical base, nice reversal here by Flair. Kick to the plex. Flair. Neckbreaker for Jax. And Charlotte Flair maybe signaling the beginning of the end. Nia Jax is in trouble. She's in a terrible position right now as Flair hits natural selection. Natural selection, middle of the ring, hook of the leg, is it enough? Charlotte Flair retains the Women's Championship.
Here's your winner, and still the Raw Women's Champion, Charlotte Flair.
Charlotte Flair with an incredible performance tonight. Wipes out the threat of Nia Jax and now has to be worried about the Money in the Bank briefcase. Nonetheless, Flair is still your Raw Women's Champion. Back live here at the Toyota Center in Houston as we are set for the World Championship match.
And is for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Introducing the challenger from St. Louis, Missouri, weighing in at 250 pounds. He is the Apex Predator, the Viper, Randy Orton.
The Viper Randy Orton has made his case, and a very strong one, as to why he should be WWE World Heavyweight Champion. Orton defeated John Cena, Braun Strowman, and Baron Corbin in a triple threat match to determine the number one contender at the World Championship. And then, of course, a couple of weeks later on Monday Night Raw, Randy Orton made his presence felt by wiping out the World Heavyweight Champion Seth Rollins, hitting him with the World Championship upside the head. He busted Rollins wide open, and then he hit the RKO on top of our table. The World Champion pushed to the limit by Randy Orton on the road to this match. You can't imagine how much stronger Orton may come for this World Championship matchup. Randy Orton is already a 14-time World Champion. Could be winning a record-setting 15 for him. The only other people that would have more championships than him would be Ric Flair and John Cena. And here comes the champion who's ready to. That's right, burning down. A 4-time world champion in his own right and the current WWE World Heavyweight Champion, Seth friggin' Rollins.
Introducing the champion from Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 217 pounds. He is the WWE World Heavyweight Champion, Seth Rollins.
The World Heavyweight Champion Seth Rollins has said that he is ready for revenge after what Randy Orton pulled on Monday Night Raw a couple of weeks ago. You can see a very determined world champion Rollins. Rollins has been hitting it out of the park. In recent memory, this is his second reign with the World Heavyweight Championship. He won it back at WrestleMania. And the ref set to make this one official. There's the bell. Here we go. World Championship on the line. They're sold out here in Houston. Shoulders down here. Kick out by Orton. And now Orton in a precarious position as Seth Rollins is going for it. Buckle bomb. Off the buckle bomb, shoulders down, and the kick out by Orton. Expect this match to be very cutthroat, very no nonsense as Orton puts a stop to Rollins. Swing neck breaker, down goes Rollins. Rollins now sent into the corner. He bounces off, falls down at the feet of Randy Orton. Crucifix takedown, shoulders to the mat. Is it enough to retain the World Heavyweight Championship at the kick out by Orton? These two no strangers to each other in a very strange turn of events as Rollins maybe setting up another buckle bomb on Orton. It was back in 2015 at WrestleMania 31 when Randy Orton defeated Seth Rollins, but later in the night Seth Rollins would cash in his Money in the Bank briefcase and walk out of WrestleMania World Champion. Shoulders down here, hook the leg. Is it enough to retain the championship at a kick out? There's the headlock by Rollins, just applying more pressure to the head of Randy Orton. And here's Orton in pure control now. Spike DDT of the second row, vintage Randy Orton. Randy up the spike DDT, looking to win the World Heavyweight Championship. He hooks the leg. Is it enough? And a kick out. Orton may be signaling for the end of this match. Could it be? RKO connects. Off the RKO, hook of the leg for the World Championship, and a kick out by Rollins. Orton wasting no time. He continues on the offense. He goes to the top rope. Crash and burn. Nobody home for him. As he lands on the mat. Knee to the back by Rollins. Looking to capitalize off the mistake by Orton. But Orton fights back here with an elbow to the torso of Seth Rollins. Rollins fights back with a forearm to the face. Orton sent over the third rope. Rollins. Suplex back in the ring. What is Rollins thinking here? Oh, this is classic Rollins here. Super kick! Of the super kick to retain the World Heavyweight Championship over Orton, a kick out. Orton sending Rollins over the third rope. Rollins, reversal. Shoulders down on Orton. Is it enough to put him away? Shoulders down here for the World Heavyweight Championship to kick out. Oh boy. Rollins heads to the top rope. Orton on the outside, and Orton strikes him out of the air. Orton needs to capitalize here. Rollins fights back with a forearm to the face. Rollins, ripcord knee. Ripcord knee by Rollins. Randy Orton may be knocked out. Rollins looking to capitalize here. Elbow drop to the chest. Shoulders down, hook on the leg for the World Heavyweight Championship. Rollins is still champion. Take a look at this. The ripcord knee on the outside of the ring may have knocked out Randy Orton and opened the window.
Here is your winner, and still WWE World Heavyweight Champion, Seth Rollins.
And we are back live here at the Toyota Center in Houston. It's time for the Smackdown Women's Championship.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Smackdown Women's Championship. Introducing the challenger from Richmond, Virginia, Mickie James.
Mickie James is looking for redemption. She attacked Becky Lynch on this week's episode of Smackdown Live, hoping to get a championship match. She did get that title match, as we are seeing tonight. And hopefully, the six-time women's champion can redeem herself in the eyes of the WWE Universe tonight. Of course, that is a tough task to do when you're up against the man.
Introducing the champion from Dublin, Ireland, the Smackdown Women's Champion, Becky Lynch.
Becky Lynch won that SmackDown Women's Championship at WrestleMania and has been a proud defending champion. She defended a backlash against Shayna Baszler, and now she's standing toe-to-toe with Mickie James after Mickie flattened her this week on SmackDown Live. The SmackDown Women's Championship on the line, and Much like in the Raw Women's Championship match, we gotta talk about the looming threat that is Missy's Money in the Bank, Asuka. Asuka is back there watching this match. Of course, we know Lynch took the Women's Championship from Asuka at WrestleMania. Asuka now has to keep for revenge. And of course, James, a powerful and dangerous contender. As Mickie James finds herself in a submission maneuver here. James fighting. Becky Lynch off of the submission maneuver. And now, nice reversal here by Becky Lynch, just planting down Mickie James on the canvas. James now sent into the corner. Body slam. Forearm. Going for a drop kick to the back of Lynch. Lynch moves out of the way. Here's Lynch hooking Mickie in. Plants her back down. And here's Becky on the top rope. Bad intentions. She drops down. Hurricane Rana off the top rope on Mickie. Mickie now. The bad end of the deal here. Shoulders down. Hook her legs. Smackdown Women's Championship on the line and a kick out. Into the ropes. Mickie dodges. Elbow to the face. Very well executed there by Mickie. Kick to the back of Lynch. It's been all Mickie now in this portion of the mashup. You know, Mickie is a decorated women's champion in the history of WWE. She won the women's championship from Trish Stratus at WrestleMania. I talked to Mickie James earlier today. She said that, so we said cover here by Mickie and a kick out by Becky Lynch. Talked to Mickie James earlier today. She said that she's just out here to prove to WWE Universe not to count her out. Crash and burn. Nobody home there for Mickie James. It's Becky the one that's headed to the top rope now, but careful. Mickie James is back on her feet. Becky puts a stop to that. Hurricane Rana again. This time follow through. Recover. Shoulders to the mat. Is it enough? The Smackdown Women's Championship kick out. Here's a jawbreaker by James. Back and forth we go. James with the submission maneuver, applying pressure to the back. You can hear the cries of agony by Becky Lynch. Becky just trying her best to try and get out of that. Roll through DDT. And now Lynch in control. In her case, Lynch, you know, she says she's a fighting champion and she's not going to be intimidated by Mickie James. Well, I agree with that position. But I wonder how smart it is to give Mickie James a championship match off the bat. James in the corner, fights back, kick to the face of Lynch. Lynch fights back herself, shot to the back of Mickie James. James now hooks Lynch in, bulldog, down goes Lynch. Force line, back and forth we go. Now Lynch in the corner, but James fights back. Leapfrog, going for the elbow again, but this time James fires up the losing end there as she gets planted down by Becky Lynch. Lynch headed to the top rope. Bad intentions here from the SmackDown Women's Champion. Drop of the elbow to the chest. Is that enough to retain the SmackDown Women's Championship? Yes, indeed it is. Becky Lynch is still the champ.
Here is your winner, and still the SmackDown Women's Champion, Becky Lynch.
With authority, Becky Lynch is still Women's Champion. And now has a target on her back. There's a Mrs. Money in the Bank looking to cash in anytime, any place for the next 12 months. Becky's gotta watch out as Money in the Bank rolls on. And it is time for the men's Money in the Bank ladder match.
The following contest is a ladder match. Making his way to the ring from Amsterdam, Holland, weighing in at 215 pounds, the Intercontinental Champion, Aleister Black.
The Intercontinental Champion Aleister Black has had quite the debut on WWE. He arrived on Monday Night Raw on the episode after WrestleMania. And ever since then, he's been impressing in the ring to the point where he won the Intercontinental Championship just a couple of weeks ago. Now, Aleister Black is looking to become Mr. Money in the Bank. When we're talking about impressive, you gotta bring this man into the conversation. Drew McIntyre. The former Intercontinental Champion, the man that lost that championship to Aleister Black, has also had quite a stellar year in WWE by defeating Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania.
Weighing in at 254 pounds, Drew McIntyre.
Drew McIntyre has had quite a stellar year himself. He sees losing the Intercontinental Championship to Aleister Black as an incredible negative in an otherwise positive year. And the only way to fix it will be to walk out of here with the Money in the Bank briefcase. Remember, let me go over the rules one more time. There are going to be 8 men in this match, 4 from Raw, 4 from SmackDown. The first one to unhook the briefcase hanging from the top of the ceiling will win. That briefcase contains a contract that allows you to cash it in for a World Championship match against Champion of Choice.
From Huntington Beach, California, weighing in at 282 pounds, Samoa Joe.
Anytime, any place for the next 12 months. It's truly a roller coaster ride what's coming up for whomever unhooks that championship briefcase. Samoa Joe has also had a great year in WWE. And so has this man, the winner of the 2019 Royal Rumble match, Finn Balor. Finn Balor went on to WrestleMania to fight for the World Heavyweight Championship earlier this year. He wants to be in contention in the world title picture. Of course, he's now part of the SmackDown roster.
County Wicklow, Ireland, weighing in at 190 pounds, Finn Balor.
He is the leader of the Balor Club, which is out in masses tonight. Here in Houston, Texas. Finn Balor, a former world champion, former NXT champion, former Intercontinental champion. Would love to enter the fray in the world title picture on Smackdown Live. And if the Money in the Bank briefcase is the key needed to do that, he will take it. Beautiful image of Balor Club here in Houston, Texas. The former WWE Champion Miz won the Money in the Bank ladder match last year, and he cashed in that briefcase immediately after winning the Money in the Bank ladder match. Could tonight see a repeat of last year? Are we in for a second year of Miz on SmackDown Live? If you ask the WWE Universe here at the Toyota Center, who do they want to be Mr. Money in the Bank, they will collectively say Adam Cole, baby! Adam's here has had a bit of a setback on SmackDown Live. He was undefeated up until WrestleMania when he lost to AJ Styles. But Adam Cole is looking to get back on the horse and become the hottest thing on SmackDown Live again. And the only way to do that is by winning the Money in the Bank briefcase. And here comes a 16-time world champion who could be headed towards 17.
Massachusetts, weighing in at 251 pounds, John Cena!
A man who lives by the mantra of never give up, John Cena has won the Money in the Bank ladder match before, back in 2012. The difference between now and then is that by now, John Cena is a 16-time world champion. And if he wins the Money in the Bank briefcase, he could be headed towards number 17.
And their opponent, from Melbourne, Australia, weighing in at 204 pounds, the WWE Cruiserweight Champion, Buddy Murphy.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is a very fun environment in which to put Buddy Murphy in. To me, he's the wild card in this match. He has been an impressive Cruiserweight champion. He's won that championship twice as member of the SmackDown roster. But maybe it's time for Buddy Murphy to break out into something bigger. And he could be on the verge of doing that if he wins that Money in the Bank briefcase tonight. And there's the bell. Buddy Murphy already with ladder in hand has wiped out John Cena. Crazy thing to see. Cena. Slide back in the ring. Buddy Murphy though. Cena sidesteps. DDT to Murphy on the outside. Meanwhile, Adam Cole just battering Samoa Joe. Aleister Black in the corner, being taken care of by Miz. Buddy Murphy and Cena still outside. Cena with a forearm. Adam Cole sent against that ladder, and so is Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe on the outside, John Cena on the outside. Meanwhile, in the ring, we got Adam Cole, Buddy Murphy, The Miz, Drew McIntyre, Finn Balor, Aleister Black is also on the outside, and Buddy Murphy seems to have not forgot about John Cena. John Cena all over Buddy Murphy now on the outside of the ring. Deliver kicks here by Aleister Black and Finn Balor on Adam Cole. Balor still resting there in the corner. No one has made the attempt to go up and unhook that briefcase yet. Into the ladder goes Aleister Black and Buddy Murphy. We got another ladder being pulled out in front of the Spanish announce table. I believe that's Adam Cole and Finn Balor. And Adam Cole with his steel steps in hand, he wipes out, and that's The Miz. I'm sorry, yeah, it's The Miz. That's with Adam Cole down at ringside. Meanwhile, Cena sent against that ladder in the ring. Balor sent face first into the steel steps. Cena hooking McIntyre in for a powerbomb. McIntyre bounces right back up. And Cena sends him against the ladder. Miz back in the ring with Adam Cole. Sending Adam Cole into the corner. Drop kick, down goes Cole. McIntyre flying pressure Cena. Buddy Murphy sent against that ladder. And Balor popping back up to his feet. Meanwhile, Claymore kick to John Cena. A big Claymore kick. Down goes John Cena. Adam Cole with a ladder on his hands. He's attacking Aleister Black down at ringside. Samoa Joe back in the ring. Drew McIntyre is out, so is John Cena. Neckbreaker. Finn Balor wipes out Joe, leaving no grappling. Here's Drew McIntyre. And, you know, this is something I talked about during the women's Money in the Bank ladder match. You know, that a lot of the competitors in a Money in the Bank ladder match don't want to risk it, put themselves as a target by trying to climb the ladder and unhook the briefcase. They want to make sure that their opponents are groggy. They want to make sure that their opponents are knocked out, that the space is clean enough so that you can set up the ladder, and go up, and unhook it, and take the briefcase. But right now, it's open field as Joe is battering McIntyre with a ladder. And it's an open field for Adam Cole. Adam Cole is going up there to try and unhook the briefcase. Adam Cole is doing his best to try and unhook the briefcase. And in between John Cena and The Miz, they push the ladder off and down comes Adam Cole. Meanwhile, it's Cena, the one that has the ladder in his hands now. Cena setting up that ladder. The space is open for John Cena. Are we gonna see Cena get that briefcase? Cena is high up there trying to unhook. Aleister Black is doing his best to try and stop John Cena from unhooking the briefcase. Meanwhile, here's Adam Cole about to take John Cena for a ride. Swinging neck breaker off the top of the ladder. A big swinging neck breaker off the top of the ladder. Cena's out of it, but so is Adam Cole. And what the hell is Adam Cole thinking here? Oh my goodness. Adam Cole just pulled the mother of all ladders and he set it up between the ring and the announce tables. Meanwhile, McIntyre has a regular ladder with which he's causing chaos. Aleister Black and Drew McIntyre are in the ring. Look at McIntyre just putting on more and more hurt into the Miz. Aleister Black and Drew McIntyre, they have quite a rivalry on Monday nights. And the field is open for Aleister Black. Aleister is climbing. Aleister Black is climbing. And Aleister Black has an open field. And there's Adam Cole. Adam Cole wiping that ladder out with a drop kick from the top rope to the ladder. Clothesline out of the ring goes Joe. Meanwhile, Finn Balor setting on his sights on The Miz. 1916. A lot of people in the ring. John Cena, bad intentions here. Maybe going for the AA on Adam Cole. And Cole, with the reversal, plants Cena down. And while Miz and Balor keep going back and forth. Oh, spinning knee by Aleister Black wipes out Adam Cole. Look at Aleister Black dishing out kicks to the Panama City Playboy. Drop toe hold by Cole. Aleister in a bad position here. Aleister lying down on that ladder bridge. Meanwhile, Adam Cole from the top rope wipes out Aleister Black. It's anybody's game here. We got Drew McIntyre and Finn Balor in the ring. Scratch that. We got Drew McIntyre and Adam Cole in the ring. Neck breaker by Adam. Oh my God. Powerbomb by McIntyre to Cole. Cena's back in the ring though. Getting that ladder off of the hands of Drew McIntyre and hitting Drew McIntyre with that ladder. Meanwhile, Balor is back in the ring as well. Balor sending Cena over the third rope. Balor hooking Cena in. Bloody Sunday. And the field is open for Balor. We're going to see the Balor Club. Balor Club may have that briefcase. But there's Drew McIntyre. Meanwhile, look at this. Balor wipes out McIntyre from the top of the ladder. And the field is open for Adam Cole. Adam Cole is high up there. Adam Cole is high up there. Everybody doing their best to try and stop Adam Cole. But Cole is fighting through. Is Cole gonna get it? Yes, he does. Adam Cole is Mr. Money in the Bank.
Here is your winner, Adam Cole.
Congratulations to Mr. Money in the Bank, Adam Cole, baby! And it is time for our main event, the WWE Championship. It's up for grabs.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE Championship. Introducing the challenger from Gainesville, Georgia, weighing in at 218 pounds, the phenomenal AJ Styles.
The phenomenal one, AJ Styles, is looking to get back in the championship picture on Smackdown Live. And he has quite the opening to do so tonight as he steps in the ring against Daniel Bryan and Shinsuke Nakamura. We're going to talk a little bit about how we got here, because it's quite a complicated situation. Daniel Bryan won the WWE Championship at WrestleMania, a very incredible moment. And then it was back in May at Backlash when the WWE Championship was on the line between Shinsuke Nakamura and Daniel Bryan. And Daniel Bryan resorted to using a steel chair to retain the championship against Nakamura. Fast forward to SmackDown Live a couple of weeks back when AJ Styles was facing Shinsuke Nakamura to decide a #1 contender at the WWE Championship. Daniel Bryan got involved. He hit AJ Styles and Shinsuke Nakamura with a steel chair and he wiped them both out. Of course, these led our general manager Paige to take the decision to turn this into a triple threat for the WWE Championship, of course. A decision that Daniel Bryan dreaded.
And introducing the challenger from Kyoto, Japan, weighing in at 220 pounds, Shinsuke Nakamura.
The artist known as Shinsuke Nakamura used the momentum he got at WrestleMania by beating John Cena to earn a WWE Championship match at Backlash. What we did not expect was that Daniel Bryan was going to use a steel chair to retain the championship in that match. Then Shinsuke Nakamura was granted the opportunity to become #1 contender once again on SmackDown Live, and that's when Daniel Bryan went berserk. The attitude of Daniel Bryan has changed, but the goal of Shinsuke Nakamura remains the same, and that is to once again be WWE Champion.
Introducing the champion from Aberdeen, Washington, weighing in at 210 pounds. He is the WWE Champion, Daniel Bryan.
And there's no bigger sign of change than the way that Daniel Bryan is walking to the ring right now. Usually Daniel Bryan is all about the yes movement and doing his yes chant all the way to the ring, but now he seems pretty straightforward. He's walking in here as the WWE Champion in a very different demeanor. WWE Championship on the line. Referee making this one official. There's the bell. Here we go. And AJ Styles going right after Daniel Bryan. And Daniel Bryan, very smart, gets out of the ring and attacks AJ from the outside of the ring. But this is something signifying perhaps that change in attitude that I was talking about for Daniel Bryan. The WWE champion was usually a very fighting champion in the past, but now Daniel Bryan would rather watch from the outside and wait for the perfect moment. Of course, Shinsuke Nakamura, we talked about his goal of being WWE champion again. He's not going to let that goal slip away from his arms. So, of course, he's going to go after AJ Styles. Remember, this is a triple threat match. There are no countouts, there are no disqualifications. And the first person to score a pinfall or submission will walk out WWE champion. So what that means is that Daniel Bryan doesn't have to be pinned to lose the WWE championship. That's why AJ Styles and Shinsuke Nakamura continue to fight inside the ring, even though that the WWE champion is watching from the outside. And, of course, this just means that Daniel Bryan is just going to interfere with the match whenever it's convenient for him. We're talking about pinfall attempts, submission attempts, as you can see right now, getting involved there with the WWE champion, getting involved against AJ Styles. Over the third rope, a big forearm to the face, down goes AJ. Daniel Bryan trying to sneak up on Nakamura. Nakamura moves out of the way. Daniel Bryan in trouble now. Nakamura hooks him in. Flattens him in front of the announce table. Daniel Bryan is fighting back here, taking down Shinsuke Nakamura. And of course, the submission attempt on the outside of the ring. AJ Styles doesn't break it up because pinfalls or submissions have to take place inside the ring for the WWE Championship to be decided. Big shots in the corner of the barricade for AJ Styles. Daniel Bryan turning his attention to Shinsuke Nakamura, but Styles pops right back up. And of course, Styles and Nakamura both have bones to pick with the WWE Champion. AJ Styles gets flattened in front of the announce table. Daniel Bryan returning to the ring now to go after Shinsuke Nakamura, a rivalry that began after WrestleMania. Of course, we talked about how at WrestleMania, Shinsuke defeated John Cena, used that momentum to get a WWE title match, and he was, quite frankly, robbed of the moment by Daniel Bryan in a steel chair. Cover here, here's a cover, and a kick out by Daniel Bryan. His first cover match right there. Bryan avoids a kick there. And look at this, it seems that Bryan and AJ are working together. So much for that partnership as Daniel Bryan goes after AJ Styles. Styles now gets dropped into the top rope. Bryan turns his attention to Shinsuke Nakamura. Daniel Bryan off the top. Drops out on Nakamura. Bad intentions here. Hooks the inside leg. The WWE Championship on the line of the main event of Money in the Bank. The kick out. Every champion has a huge target on their back, usually from being the champion, but now the Money in the Bank briefcase is at play. Adam Cole is walking around backstage with that Money in the Bank briefcase, taking a very special look into this match, and it puts us into a similar position from what we were last year. Last year, the main event of Money in the Bank was AJ Styles and Shinsuke Nakamura for the WWE Championship in a tables, ladders, and chairs match. And after Shinsuke Nakamura retained the WWE Championship, The Miz cashed in his Money in the Bank briefcase. Look at Nakamura here. Looking to capitalize. He puts his arm over Daniel Bryan for the cover, but AJ Styles breaks it up. Oh, look at that. Low blow by Shinsuke Nakamura. May win him the championship. Shoulders on the mat, title on the line, and there's Daniel Bryan to break it up. Daniel Bryan with a huge suplex wipes out Shinsuke Nakamura, And now Daniel Bryan heads to the top rope, turns attention to a groggy AJ Styles, who suffered a low blow from Shinsuke Nakamura. Drops down from the heavens, shoulders down, hook on the leg, WWE Championship on the line. Isn't enough to put AJ Styles away? And a very close near fall right there as AJ barely gets the shoulder up. Daniel Bryan wants to try again. He hooks the leg. Isn't enough to put him away. And a kick out by Styles. Nakamura returns to this match rather quickly, but Bryan puts a stop to it. You know, we've seen all of these changes from Daniel Bryan, and I would like to know exactly what's going on in the head of the WWE Champion. A switch must have happened. A switch must have changed when Daniel Bryan used that steel chair against Shinsuke Nakamura, when he attacked Shinsuke and AJ on Smackdown Live a couple of weeks ago, when he walked out here without doing his yes chants. Something has to be different on the WWE Champion, and we would love to find out exactly what it is. Both AJ and Shinsuke rolling out of the ring, and it's all WWE Champion Daniel Bryan in control now. Shinsuke with the reversal, he gets Bryan down, shoulders the mat for the WWE Championship. Bryan in a precarious position here in the kick out. Nice reversal here by Daniel Bryan, shot to the back of Shinsuke and Nakamura. Bryan pushing Nakamura off, Nakamura gets Bryan to go to the ropes. Reversal there by Daniel Bryan, putting a stop to any momentum Nakamura may have had. And Bryan does not waste time. He goes out of the ring, and Nakamura with that inverted suplex. There's a reversal here by Styles. Shoulders to the mat, hook on the leg, and this is exactly what we were talking about. Daniel Bryan will interject in this match when it would be most convenient to him, which would be in the cover and submission attempts. Bryan goes to ropes, wipes out Shinsuke Nakamura. Bryan sending Styles over the third rope now. And suplex back into the ring. Daniel Bryan in complete control. He heads to the top rope. Goes for an elbow drop. Styles moves out of the way. Empty pool for Daniel Bryan. What is AJ Styles thinking here? Bryan does not lose momentum off of the reversal by AJ Styles. Look at this, Daniel Bryan with that signature steel cherry hand, but Shinsuke Nakamura rips it out of his hands. Nakamura dropping the knee to the head of Styles. Nakamura submission maneuver, and Styles reaches the ropes. Submission maneuver again, and Styles once again too close to the ropes. Dumping all over Shinsuke Nakamura over and over again. Styles goes for the cover. Hook of the leg. There's the official. And there's Bryan with a springboard maneuver. Bryan rolls out of the ring. Very smart. The WWE Champion getting away from AJ Styles. AJ Styles not letting his eyes away from the prize. He goes for the cover. Nakamura again. But there's Daniel Bryan once again interjecting, breaking up that cover. Bryan sends Styles into the corner. Drop kicks by Daniel Bryan, and Daniel Bryan seems to be ready to go. Yes, indeed. AJ Styles rolls out of the ring, and Bryan gets to take the glory. He hooks the leg. Is it enough to put Nakamura away, and Nakamura kicks out. Non-stop battering by Daniel Bryan. Forearm to the face of Nakamura. Nakamura rolls out of the ring again, and Daniel Bryan is the king of the ring again. He has both of his opponents exactly where he wants them. Nakamura reverses and AJ Styles returns to the ring. Nakamura plants down AJ, shoulders on the mat for the WWE Championship, but there's Daniel Bryan breaking off. And look at this. Daniel Bryan running away from Nakamura, and Nakamura begging Daniel Bryan to bring it. Mind games. Daniel Bryan wants nothing to do with Shinsuke, but Shinsuke with a Kinshasa! Kinshasa on Bryan, shoulders down, and there's AJ. Bulldog for AJ Styles. Once again, Shinsuke Nakamura was very, very close to winning the WWE Championship right there. Here we go again, and another Kinshasa. Another Kinshasa on Styles, hook on the leg, isn't enough to win the title, and AJ kicks out. That Kinshasa could have been it, but AJ Styles says no, and he keeps going. Oh my God! Another low blow on Styles. German suplex by Daniel Bryan. Shinsuke Nakamura may be out of the equation, and Daniel Bryan is looking to capitalize off of the low blow by Shinsuke Nakamura. Running knee. Shoulders down, hook on the leg. Is that enough to put him away? Daniel Bryan is still champion. By hook or by crook, and thanks to an assist by Shinsuke Nakamura, Daniel Bryan takes the victor and the spoils. Thank you for joining us. Good night from Houston.